Hi, so for this week's reading log, I read the Benny and Penny in the Big No-No. This was a cute little book series that has a lot of different books that are written about Penny and Benny. And this was written by Jeffrey Hayes. The illustrators were kind of hard to find at first, but I finally found people who contributed to the pictures. In here was Francine Woolley and Jonathan Bennett. Publisher was Raw Jr. LLC New York, and it was in 2009, and it won the award in 2009, the Dr. Seuss Award. This is a really good book for like kindergarten to first grade, maybe even second grade also. In this story, Penny and Benny know it's very wrong to go into someone else's backyard, but they get curious, so they keep poking their heads through the little hole, and they see weird footprints, they see weird mud things, and so they're like, ooh, let's go over. And then they realize that Benny's pail is missing in their yard, and so they see it over there. They have conflict with the cute little otter who notices them in their backyard and starts throwing mud at them, and then they ended up taking the pail that they thought was theirs and running away. But then as soon as they got back after the conflict between the cute little otter and then the two mice, they realized that Benny's pail was right next to him the whole entire time. And so they're like, oh, we have to bring it back to her, but they're afraid of getting mud thrown at them. And it was kind of cute because they thought that there was a monster on the other side the whole entire time, and it ended up just being an otter. But so they go back and they do the nice thing and they return it, even though that they didn't want to. Benny did not want to be wrong at all in this situation, but he ended up. The setting, of course, takes place in the backyard of both of them, the otter and Benny and Penny. And so the illustrator does a great job of showing the emotion and conflict in the words of the characters. And so I think that is pretty cool. My reflection to this was, oh, and at the end of the book, they become friends, and then they realize that you need to be kind to everyone, even if you may not want to, and kindness was a very big theme in this book. The purpose for sharing this book is to show that theme, once again, with the kindness, showing that you can get along with everyone, new and old, in this story as well. Benny and Penny don't always get along, and so it showed how it was important for them two to really connect and get along, because in the long run, they needed each other to figure out the pail, and then they figured they really needed to be nice to the otter in order to make that friend, and ended up having a lot of fun. I related this book just a lot to what we learn in schools and the importance of kindness, and so that's one thing that you can emphasize a lot with your students is being kind to one another. And an activity I would do is the kids get to make their own kindness story, and so this book is has a lot of comics type style to it. It's like a comic children's book, I'd say, is the genre of it. And so I would have the kids get a little sheet of paper, and then they would make their own kindness comment to where they could write their own story of how maybe they had to be nice one time, or maybe how to show nice or kindness to other people and everything in that way.